Good morning, everyone. I brought the Cafe Graciela back out because we've done a pour over, we've done an AeroPress, which I know that's not an AeroPress, but we've not done a Moka Pot. So I want to take this, I want to dial almost all the way up, and I think it's about 25 grams is the max for the reservoir here. I've got the water, smells so nice. I've got the water preheating over here because I'm going to add hot water to this. And I'm going to do a little bit of, oops, dang it. The thing's not even on. I'm going to do I'm going to try my best recreation of James Hoffmann's method. It's not going to be one-to-one precise, probably. Okay. I think it's around 25 to 27 grams is the max of that little cup there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Cafe Graciela. No, the Cafe Graciela here. We're going to spin it up, try to get as close to espresso fine as we can, as this Encore Baritza will allow us. And then we're going to do a Moka Pot. Let's get started. And I skipped the step, didn't I? I didn't spritz my beans. So we've got a lot of chaff in there on the side because of the static. But that looks like a really nice powder. So looks like a very nice consistent grind, I think. So we will add this. We will smooth it out. I think maybe I should have aired more towards the 27 side of that, shouldn't I? If it's not necessarily full. I know a lot of people like it to be full. I'm still figuring out Moka Pot. I'll probably be figuring out Moka Pot for quite a while. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put this right here. So because you can't really, it doesn't balance. I got anxious with my coffee and I wanted to get it finished. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to wrap a towel around it because it is going to be hot. I'm going to pour this water in hot. It's around about done. And then we'll put this on, we'll put that on, and we'll get it on the stove. Now, the biggest part about James Hoffmann's method is it's quicker. Water's already hot. This is already hot. All it needs is a little bit more oomph to create the steam necessary to push the coffee water through the filter. I have put a paper filter on here just to be kind of consistent with his method. So I've got a paper filter on the bottom. This is an AeroPress paper filter. It fits, it covers the holes, and it doesn't necessarily impede with the rubber as long as you can kind of get it as centered as possible, as you can. So I did go to the doctor's today. I tell you, there's a couple of things. This is no slight against the doctor, more or less. He was nice, he was kind, he asked questions, he gave answers, he gave options. That was all amazing, well, good, and the visit itself turned out to be very, very helpful. It's not necessarily the doctor as much as it's the insurance and whatnot, but everybody's got, so I filled it up to the relief valve with very hot water. I'm going to put this in here. Try not to get myself a burn. And then I'm going to take the top and we're going to screw it on because that bottom is already as hot as the water that we put it in is. So we just need to be careful. Careful, and then make sure we get a nice tight seal. So we don't want anything leaking out the bottom. I'm going to take it over here. Put it on my back burner, close the lid. This is already pretty hot back here because of the heat from that. Ooh, and that's really warm too. Ha. All right, so we're making coffee. This shouldn't take very long. The insurance, for testosterone testing, they require it to be early in the morning. And unfortunately, the test that I had done was done around 1:30 in the afternoon. I don't know how I'm supposed to know that. Doctors should know that. My nurse practitioner probably should have known that. However, it was put through, so, I mean, what are you going to do? Oh, no, I've already got one over here. Sorry. So, I have to retake it, and then I have to take it twice, and then I have to do it in the morning. So that's an insurance thing and a policy apparently of the hospital because it's an insurance thing. The other thing was we got there a half hour early, which is just what I do. Matt went with me, and we get there a half hour early, check in, which is fine. We get put in the room, which is fine. And then 10:30 rolls around when the appointment time was. And then 10:40 rolls around. And then 10:50 rolls around. And it seems like a consistent thing when it comes to doctors as opposed to nurses. My CNP, if I have a appointment at 10:30, she's in there at either 10:29 or 10:31. With doctors, and it's been consistent with every physician I have ever had to work with, they're always late. They're always behind. And it's gotten to the point where it's no longer frustrating. It's just expected. But everything went well. He gave me 2 options. But I've got to go back tomorrow, or not tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, but Monday morning. I have to get another testosterone test done before 9:30. So I have to go to the lab. It's not that far away. It's not a bad drive. It's fine. But I have to go and I have to get that done. And then a week after that, I have to get another one done to see the consistency. Because when they did it in the afternoon, and apparently that's not covered by insurance, which is like, it's a frickin' test. You know, the patient is doing what the physician is telling them to do. So, I mean, why do I have to be punished for the physician? I mean, basically, if insurance doesn't cover it, it's got to get paid, you know? So that's basically on me now because the physician chose not to really care that much. I don't know. Medicine is incredibly frustrating. You know, I can get in to see my doctor, but I can't be guaranteed that the doctor is going to know exactly what's happening. I mean, I'm glad that she referred me to a urologist so that we could figure this out somehow. And I may not even need it because the test was done in the afternoon, but it is incredibly low. So I don't know. He said that testosterone can ebb and flow during the day. And there were like 2 main options. One was a cream that you can rub on your shoulders, and the other one was an injection that you can do once a week. And I'm like, I would prefer not to inject myself while I'm still given the choice to not inject myself with anything. So it's I don't know. Medicine, the amount it seems like I'm required to know. Oh! That didn't make any noise. Oh my gosh. Wow. And it took no time. I hope I didn't screw this up. I probably did. It's probably not good anymore. Let me see. We'll get ourselves a little cup here. Now, someone had commented the last time I did a medium roast that it didn't seem like it was dark. It's the same now because this is a medium roast. Are you done being a butt? Well, here, let's pour this back in there. Hang on. Let's pour that back in there. It's almost effervescent. It's bubbly. All right, so I'm going to take a spoon. I'm going to go around the bottom and give it a stir. I shouldn't have put that in the cup before I gave it a stir. Now, because I put the filter on, there shouldn't be any particles in there from the coffee. Yeah, I was blabbing on and on and on and on, and lo and behold, it was already doing its thing Yeah, I should have had it open and was paying attention. That looks really good, and this looks really nice. Yeah, and it is a little light, but it is a medium roast. It's got even more of an amaretto smell, which is really interesting. I guess maybe that's just what happens when coffee is prepared this way sometimes. Wow, that's amazing. It's absolutely amazing how concentrated it is. It's not an espresso by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, it is still very strong coffee when brewed in this way. Get a little bit in there. I'm going to add some milk. Thank you, thing. Let's add some milk to it to cool it down, as well as brighten it up and take the bitterness away for the most part. Oh, you know what I should do? Yeah, I should. I should drink this down a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more milk. I'm gonna take his frother. I'm gonna put some cinnamon on it. I'll stir that up with the frother. That seems to distribute the cinnamon a little bit better. Splash more of that. And hopefully we don't, we'll take it over the sink when we do this part. Oh, I spilled cinnamon on the ground. I don't know, it seems like every time I open, oops, yeah, see, there you go. It seems like every time I open up one of these things, there's some on the top or on the side. Lost a little bit there, that's okay. Quick while it's still spinning. Oh my gosh. That's a good way to do that. So Moka Pot success, as far as I can tell, even though it did go a little bit overboard there. Whew, open that up and it was a volcano. A volcano of coffee. Some people might be into. Now we got a little foam at the top. Oh, that's wonderful. That's lovely. It works great in a Moka Pot. That cinnamon's different. I should have used the Saigon cinnamon instead of that. I think the Saigon cinnamon tastes better. Well done, Cafe Graciela. What a great coffee and a great flavor. Thank you for watching today. I'm glad I got back in time to do at least one little coffee for everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great weekend. Go see your doctor. Make sure everything's on the up and up. I can't stress that enough. So I'm gonna have retests done, one on Monday and then one on the following Monday. We're gonna see if I need anything like that. He kept saying that the meds that I would need would be expensive. So insurance, he said, should cover it, but it's just still not going to be very cheap. So we will see, I guess. I hope you have a great weekend. We will talk to you later, and I'll keep you updated if you're interested. Bye.